I've been sizing up guys since I came to WCW.
You know, I've always been a jam-up guy. You're a jam-up guy. You know, I've always been a jam-up guy.
Oh, I love that entrance. It's just so cool. Just chef's kiss. It's beautiful. What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Good.
Awesome. I'm Cody. I got Rick here. I got Tall Rick here, and I got Cameron. I got all the guys. I got the Jam Up guys with me today. And yeah, apparently I'm going to take the lead because of, you know, my sultry voice or something.
It's true.
I think it sounds kind of nasally. So, but man, I wanted to talk to you guys about like just theme music. A lot of people do like their, you know, their top 5 favorites and top 10s, but I just want to talk about just themes in general in wrestling because it's not just about like this song's about me. It's not about the song on the radio. It's about what the song means to like the different wrestlers and. You know, like so the song, you kind of have to get their personality over just with the song, you know, and there's a lot there. There's a lot that goes into like just building a song for somebody, like for a specific character to be played, you know. So yeah, I got some questions, but yeah, first I just want to ask you guys, like, what's some of your favorite themes, like from just anywhere, you know, like whatever wrestling company, just.
One of my favorites that just always gets me in a good mood is Mick Foley with the car crash.
Oh yeah.
Like it just always puts me in a good mood. And then I just see him walking down the ramp, fist up. Have a nice day. and then I feel like it might just be songs from that era, but is that song, Stone Cold song, The Glass Hits, Shawn Michaels has kind of like that drum. Like all those songs kind of have like a build up right before the music really gets down to what it's doing. So it's like it has a cue that lets the audience know like who's coming. And then the song hits like 2-3 seconds later. And then it's like, okay, if you want to sing along, you can sing along. If you want to cheer for the guy coming down, you can. But it's like there's a beat to let you absorb it. Whereas now music just gets straight to it and then they come down, but then it has the chorus and kind of whoa chants that you can chant along with.
Right, yeah.
I liked the music with the pageantry, like most importantly. So, you know, Savage, Flair, like you hear it, you know who's coming, you know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, like the themes that my personal favorites, Bad Street USA, that opening riff from Bret Hart's theme, I hear that and I'm just ready to pop. Obviously Austin's, Jesus. Oh, and I don't care. I love it. I love Common Man Boogie, Dusty Rhodes. I love that. I love that goddamn song. I think it's incredible. Yeah, those are mine.
I mean, I like it when you can immediately identify a superstar over time. Like, you take someone like Edge, who's had pretty much the same, like, you know, You Think You Know Me lead-in, regardless of what the background song is. I don't think he's ever not had a good theme song either. But, I mean, my all-time favorite is definitely still going to be, you know, Hogan's theme, which they even when he went to WCW, they couldn't use Real Americans, so they altered it but kept it enough of the same that you still knew it was Hogan coming out after the first, like, 2 or 3 beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to say for, like, just modern, I love it, kind of what Tall Rick is saying. Like, I love it when they kind of carry, like, when they start with one theme and then it just kind of evolves as that wrestler evolves. And, like, Bray Wyatt's the Firefly, the song, just as a metalhead, I love the what is that? What's the band Agent Orange?
A Code Orange.
Code Orange. Yeah. Their remake of that song just made it vicious and like scary. That's a big one for me, but all the obvious ones that you guys are saying like are up there for me. I love Sean's. Sean doesn't really like. He's got that build up. Shawn Michaels. He's got that build up, but it just sounds good. That dun 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 dun. Sean. You know, like it's just like. I love the songs that for like the mega over guys where it's like Stone Cold's The Glass Breaks and that's all you're gonna hear is just that glass break, you know. But yeah, Sean's is really high up there for me, and like I could go on and on about all of them, but like I never thought it'd be like the Sexy Boy song that you know that I catch myself singing, and you know that's a funny song to be caught singing.
Yeah.
It's very self-indulgent.
Music, the evolution of their theme songs. For some people, it works, and then for some people, it just put their song back. Like one for me, Zack Ryder, and the woo woo woo. I like that one. But then, like in the year before they released him, like after his WrestleMania US title win, and they changed it to that woo woo woo.
Yeah.
And then it was like a whole different like riff, and it was just like, no, put it back. Why'd you do that? And another one, like The Rock has so many versions of If You Smell, and I think I only maybe like the 98, the 99, and like maybe like the one he has now.
With The Rock, though, it was just like all they ever did was they'd pitch it up or they'd pitch it down or they'd like slow it a little bit. If
yeah,
was,
like they would just
a bass or a heel. Right.
Yeah. If you listen to all of the Rock songs, they all like in like one after another. It sounds like it's the same song, but Rock is just getting in a better mood.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it does.
Because it's like the first one is just, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Like that's it. Just it. Sounds like he's accusing you of something. do you smell what the Rock? Like I'm just gonna ask you face to face.
Yeah.
And you know the next one is like, if you smell what the Rock is cooking. You know, and then now we got the if you smell, and it's like, man, he must have found $5.
I think it's like the third version. Yeah, I think the third version that had the you smell what the Rock is. I don't know, but then instead of it being electric, it was the 98 do. Anyway,
yeah.
And who else changed their? Whenever people turn heel and change their song so you can't sing along, Kurt Angle did that. Nakamura did it where you can't go "you suck" or you took out the chants, the violin in his.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of genius for him. Like he just put lyrics to his song,
right?
And now you can't do the whoa thing, you know.
I kind of hate the whoa thing. Not as much as I hate when they changed Stone Cold's theme song. I hated that song. I hated that song so fucking much. I just wanted the glass back and the. That's it. I don't want fucking some guy singing at me. I just want Stone Cold's music. Like, what the shit? You know?
I liked I mean, we're talking about transitions and evolutions, like Cena from the Doctor of Thugonomics to the Champ. I mean, both songs are still like definite, you know that's John Cena, but definitely like when he came out that one night he came back to basic Thugonomics, like you knew the mood was different than him coming out to the Champ song.
Yeah, it's like people that have, I guess, 2, 3, or 4 theme songs. It generally works well, but there's some people that they repackage so much that they just have a dozen themes, and then like Rock, he has a dozen themes because they just alter it every time.
Ed Leslie.
And then I'm trying to think who else just has their music just changed all the time.
Triple H, he could put out an album.
He has a whole bunch of them, but like he keeps them long enough.
They're all
he has.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly Motorhead at this point, so I'm not going to complain about that. So
yeah, I gotta say, like Cerebral Assassin is probably my favorite Triple H song. Just dun 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 dun. It's just very simple, basic, like here comes a big giant badass and he's gonna tear you up.
Anything he did with Motorhead is just
Yeah, because like all his
so
songs now are
good.
better than like the ones that he had before. But of course, back then those were all he had. So I remember when he had like "My Time Is Now" or whatever, and then
Mhm.
I think Stephanie might have been using it too. But like, so it was in the games, and like I vividly remember seeing that when I was younger or whatever. Whereas, so if you get a better song and you don't change your song too often, because like Sean, he still has the same song. Pretty
Mhm.
much all the '80s guys have the same songs, even though like now, because Rick, how he said that he liked Ric Flair and all of them. When I hear those now, it sounds like they have public domain music, even though I know that's not the case.
Son of a bitch.
Because it's like, okay, the pomp and circumstance song, and
Yeah.
it's not bad, but at the same time I'm just younger, and so it's just like it doesn't. I wish I was there then when it was happening, so that way it could
Yeah.
affect me the way it affects Rick. I'm not knocking short Rick because
Wait, why am I short? Just because he's
because
tall.
he's
doesn't
tall.
mean I'm short.
Well, we have tall Rick,
Yeah,
and then
when
we
they
just have
sound
Rick.
when they say about the older guys having licensed music, those the everybody knows them songs. It seems more like classical music, even though I know that's not the case.
Yeah.
But then they also, as far as I know, they only had one song.
Mhm.
So you either have to keep your one song, or you have to have 3 or 4 songs that get progressively better. But like if they're just shuffling and repackaging you, or if
Mhm.
a song is not as good as the one you had before, like that has it has a slight effect on your gimmick, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more. Because yeah, like I've seen guys come out there to songs that like didn't fit, and I love the idea when like they really have like they think they have a banger on their hands. I'm not saying they don't, but man, when they write a song and they're like, man, this is a dope song, and you just hear it for like 4 different wrestlers, like that Kurt Angle's theme. You
Yeah.
guys remember that was the Patriots theme. That was a few other like Olympic like uh what an amateur wrestling style,
Yeah,
collegiate wrestle styling guys, but they were just like, no, this is such a good song, it'll fit on somebody.
yeah, and it's kind of like a Frankenstein version too that like Gable came out to for a while, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
in
yeah.
American Alpha, I mean, it's not the same song, obviously, but it was like, eh, there was some inspiration there. I think Mark Henry came out to it a couple
Yeah.
times too.
He
I think a
probably
couple
did.
times at the beginning you did, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was just like a general introduction music for a time, and then. But so two things. Sometimes generic music is really good because Goldberg's entrance is timeless, but
Mhm.
it's been used for like 50 other generic wrestlers throughout WCW's like lifespan, and then it
Yeah.
finally stuck with Goldberg.
Right.
But I want to ask my shorter compadre up there, my Hollywood Squares neighbor.
I'm 5'10".
He's 6'4", so you're still short. What do you think about like Charlotte's Flair theme, where it's obviously Ric Flair's, but because of like the lineage, it's just kind of like tweaked a little bit.
I love
Same
it.
way I feel about
I think it's dope.
Natalia's is pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, Natalia.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
dope because it pays homage to like
And then it has a
the
more
song, but
Yeah.
modernized.
more rocky, upbeat kind of. Dun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. And you don't need lyrics with that either. Much like Cody's theme song, Cody Rhodes, not Cody, but Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I get it.
What the fuck?
The less talented Cody.
Does anyone actually know what they say?
Adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Right. Something,
It's
Cody Rhodes is
adrenaline
here.
in my soul, waiting for Vince to start the show.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just know that "Whoa" is definitely part of that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Something,
know
something. Why bother? Dusty
I know,
Rhodes is
Yeah, my
father.
father said when I was younger, don't leave your pants on the washer. I don't know.
Go to
So
Washington, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris Jericho's "Break the Walls Down," a
Ooh.
song that we don't know the words to.
No, I don't.
no,
He had to grow into that song too. Like that song,
It has a
it
lot of
was a good.
versions.
Yeah, it was a good song when it started, but it definitely he had to like kind of match the music, and the music had to like start to match him.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
right.
like nobody remembers how bad his first promo was. Like they put him up against The Rock for his first promo. Like that,
Yeah.
they just kind of dropped him
That's a
into
lot
the
of
deep
faith.
end.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't think it was a
Well,
bad
now I'm about to
promo.
say I have to watch it
Oh.
again now because I don't remember
I
that
thought it
being
was a good
terrible.
I don't
promo.
remember it being bad. I just
I
remember
remember-
like all the excitement of him being there. So I
Right.
think that there was a lot of he was kind of like if he could have come out there and just said like Adam Page does, and I think everyone would have been excited.
No, I'm not saying that it was like the chemistry between the way The Rock does a promo and the way Jericho does a promo.
Yeah,
Rock just does a better version of the Jericho promo. Like
yeah.
if they would have like put him out against like a tried and true nearly over babyface who gave like a babyface speech, and then the Jericho rips could have came in, that would have worked well. But it was just like he just kind of came off as a lesser than version for his first promo.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still
I'll
have
have to
no
go back
idea
and
what
watch
they said. I don't know the lyrics, and I used to sing along when I went to live events.
He doesn't know the lyrics in his song. It's his song,
Yeah.
but it's I'm awakened from a deep sleep. Something. Agony of defeat. It's like every
yeah.
third line,
Break down the walls of Jericho.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
That was a good song though, just that. But yeah, very simple. I love like this, just some simple riff songs.
Yeah.
I feel like now, like one thing they don't do as much, they don't have words to the songs, and then some of them like they all kind of run together, especially like when you get to like the mid card people,
Mm-hmm.
like if Cedric Alexander comes out and I don't like just when it's just an instrumental and it's just like, who is that? And then you have to wait till the camera pulls over and you can see their name on the Tron. Then that's who that is.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of people, if it's somebody that if your song has no if your song has no lyrics and you're not on TV every week to drill it in, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it can get difficult. I've heard several songs pop up, especially in AEW, where I'm just like, wait, are we going to a commercial, or is this this is a guy coming out? Okay.
Yeah. I the thing is, like, AEW, like when they first started, I didn't think they had really good themes at all, but
Yeah.
they've come around a lot. Like MJF's has a fucking classic. It works so well for him. And like,
He had it right out of the gate, like that. Da-na-na.
yep. Oh shit.
gone.
That was
His theme song was so good it bumped Cody.
out of nowhere.
Second chair, baby.
Right? You got moved up. How did that?
That's what happens.
I don't know what just happened.
What the hell were we just talking about?
I was just saying,
We were talking
MJF,
about
he's got
MJF's
that
music.
where you're
Yeah.
just like, here comes a shithead. Like
Removed
you
due
just
to copyright.
right after that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely tell that Papa Khan went and spent some money on some people's theme songs, whereas other people, not so much. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that Adam Page, like I guess he wrote a lot of his theme song. Like he had a big hand in writing that song. And I thought that was a really cool idea. Like have the wrestler just like, you don't just show up with a song like, hey, this song encapsulates you as this big giant, as a brawler. Like this is a good song for a brawler. He's like, no, he wrote his own song, and I thought that was interesting.
I heard that.
Do they
I heard that John Moxley attempted to write his own song, but he bled halfway through it and had to quit.
He probably got color.
Yeah,
I mean, do they not?
it was badass though.
It was so
It was
badass.
dope. It was dope, man.
I always thought that they worked, I guess, maybe with the talent to do the songs because I don't know. I'm gonna embarrass myself, but like I'm one of those people that it was just like, wait, these guys aren't singing their own songs. When I was a kid, like the songs encapsulated them all. It felt like they were all on their own songs.
Yeah.
Like is that not Big Show who's saying, well,
I will die on the hill that Hulk Hogan really did play guitar in Real American though.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, we saw the video.
Yeah. It was definitely Hogan doing that.
Mhm.
He also did Hulkster in Heaven.
And
It's a fucking
at
classic.
Mount Rushmore, he rocked all over the nation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jesus.
or like Dolph Ziggler's song. Like I know that's not him, but like on the screen, I don't know, this yelling the here to show the world again. Like that's not him. Like I don't know. The songs, the good songs, definitely is their song.
Oh, that's a good song
basically.
too. Yeah.
And it's just like you grow up and then you're just like, well, shit. The only person doing their own song is Cena.
Yeah.
That was a good album, and I'll die on this hill.
No, that album is amazing. There are so many good songs on that
There are
album.
actually really good songs on it. And a guy on the album was named Bumpy Knuckles. Come on.
Yeah. That's true.
I used to quote some of that album, like when, like I'd say something was cool, like if I was trying to make one of my friends pop, I'd just be like, yeah, it's sicker than gangrene on both feet. Which is a lyric that Bumpy Knuckles says on there.
Oh my god. Remember when Kane's theme had lyrics?
Yeah. So
Was
I
that
don't.
Fozzy? Was that Chris Jericho?
no, that was Finger 11.
I used to think it was Jericho. So when he was feuding with Kane, I was always like, why doesn't Jericho just be like, you know what? Fuck you, man. I'm taking my song back. And well, now it makes sense why, because he didn't make it.
Because they already did that angle in the 90s with Double J and the Roadie.
Yeah. So at that time, like when you were hearing lyrics and everything, WWE did this like open contract, I don't know, with just a bunch of musicians, and they had just like a who's who of like rock bands just doing covers. So like Disturbed did Stone Cold song, Finger 11 did Kane's. Only a few of them like really, really stuck because a lot of them were just like the same song, but it was, had lyrics on it and Disturbed, like I'm actually a Disturbed fan, but like I could write that song. Step up, because I'm a It's just a bunch of minna.
Yeah. That's exactly what that song is.
Yeah, that's what that you will. It was a ridiculous song.
Yeah, that's literally the song. That's all I could hear too when that happened. But okay, so we covered a lot about what we like about the themes. What about like licensed music versus non?
Like Mussolini.
I get why they license music sometimes. Like, honestly, I was against it for a long while because it made wrestling share a wall with mainstream, and I didn't really like that as a wrestling fan. Like I liked I didn't want to like Moxley's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, but like I didn't want to be a Moxley fan because it came out to Wild Thing.
I mean,
like I wanted to be a fan, like just I like the indie style of like coming out to like Final Countdown and stuff like that, and like because that's what we would all do. We'd set up our favorite song, and it'd be like some Metallica song that would never get licensed, but but yeah, because But yeah, I think it's a step in the wrong direction sometimes because honestly, I love that Jericho uses his song. I've thought about this a lot. That like like when he was champ, I used to talk to my brother about, dude, he is coming out. He's the champion of the company. He's coming out to a song he wrote, and everyone's singing it. Holy crap, this guy has got to be just on
Yeah.
cloud nine. Like, how could your ego not go out of control?
Seriously,
You know.
fucking flex right there.
But yeah, dude, you come out to a song that you wrote and everyone's singing it. And,
Everyone
like,
sings with it. It's
come
crazy.
on. Yeah. But
Did
yeah,
he invent that?
huh?
Chris Jericho, did he invent coming out and singing along to songs?
He did. He invented a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, in wrestling, wouldn't the first one be Bad Street?
Oh crap. Yeah.
I mean, it was Michael P.S. Hayes sung it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else who sung their own theme song on the way down to the ring.
R-Truth.
Yeah. R-Truth probably sang his theme song more than any other wrestler ever.
Yeah.
But that's not before the Freebirds.
Well,
I know
you just said you couldn't
know.
think of another one, and so I'm
I
throwing
know
him out there.
Earthquake. The wrestler Earthquake, he used to come out to just the sound of footsteps, so he kind of wrote his own song.
That's true. That's true.
But
I'm sticking with the Freebirds on that.
but it gets a little dodgy, like when that wrestler goes heel, because do you want them to continue chanting your song, or do you want them to be like, oh god, this jerk, and like start booing you out of the building?
I think you got to change
Well,
it.
when he does that, you just say, "Cut the music. I don't want them singing my song."
Yeah.
Yeah.
To counterpoint that, Edge never changed his music in the like 3 face heel. He still had Metalingus, and it still worked for like every iteration of that character.
Yeah, I really did. That's a great song. Like, I'll just listen to that song just by itself.
Right.
On this day, it's just great.
See, it made sense when Austin turned heel and they changed his theme song because they made it shittier.
Right.
Yeah.
So that made sense. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you hear the
Makes
glass and you're like,
sense.
oh fuck, it's heel Austin. Like,
Yeah.
I wish he was just stone cold again and not this like crying douchebag who cheats to win. Like that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I think Jericho should absolutely change his song when he's a heel because it doesn't make sense. Like why, you don't want to support the bad guys.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, at least.
See, yeah, if I was Jericho, I would write a whole other song and like just make it like very, very like egocentric. Just like how great you are, all your accolades, and just real lean into it and just be like, hey, yeah, I'm the greatest thing that ever walked here.
If he doesn't do that now while he's doing the Jericho Appreciation Society, when is he going to do it?
Yeah.
Now would be the
There's
time
for it.
Yeah. He could just call it like January 6th and just.
No, he should my Twitter profile.
But,
Yeah. Or hey Derek.
Right.
Just call it
Hey Derek.
Call it Hey Derek. Yeah.
so there was no pause. I don't want to go too far back, but the Wild thing, I don't have like some licensed music. It has to fit the person. Like Wild thing is like, why does Moxley have it and not Jungle Boy?
I can see that. Yeah.
But
So like come out to licensed music if it fits what you're doing, which is what it's supposed to do. But like, I don't know like why he comes out to Wild thing.
I'd like to comment on that. He comes out to shitty Wild Thing, which I
That
fucking
too.
hate. He comes out to the shittiest version of Wild Thing, the one that was in Major League 2.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Major League 2. Major League was dope, but like when he was doing the Death Rider shit in New Japan, he came out to the Trogs version.
Right.
And the first time he came out in AEW to Wild Thing, he came out to the OG, like the Trogs version, and it was dope. But now he comes out to that fucking poppy, stupid Wild Thing. I hate that song. And to answer Cameron's question, the reason Jungle Boy doesn't come out to it is because Jack Perry can't fucking cut a promo if there was a gun to his head, and no one wants to cheer for that piece of shit anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean,
now, but it's just
At this point, licensing him the 90210 theme music would go miles to actually getting him over at this point.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious. Even just to troll him with it.
Right.
Turn it off! Turn it off! I get no respect.
I mean, he'll pay in perpetuity licensing for the final countdown. I mean, that's got to be like a tenth of the cost for in perpetuity licensing for the 90210 theme song. And as long as Jack Perry's there, you're going to get life out of it.
Yeah.
He should fuck up though, not maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally, and get the Saved by the Bell theme song instead. just have Jack Perry come out to Saved by the Bell.
We just lean into it and just get that 70s show.
Right.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he really looks like Hyde.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, there's lots of licensed music that it has to be the right person coming out to it, because like my PlayStation 3 is full of music that I would use on like the custom entrances or whatever, like Back in Black and stuff like that. But it has to be the right person coming out or the right gimmick attached to it. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Punk coming out to AFI. That's my favorite for the licensed music. I love
And
that.
that was a great idea if you think about it, because he was with the Nexus. You know, he was the leader of that. Then all this turmoil started with him in the title. And then, you know, the next time we see him, he's completely shed that. He's got new merch, and he's got the Cult of Personality song.
Mhm.
Like it fit perfectly. It was just a great move.
Totally.
I think licensed music also really works well for like a fixed point in time, like the the best one of the best WrestleMania promos ever is, you know, Rock Austin, you know, with Limp Bizkit backing them. Like for that moment, it was great, but that song in itself has no life outside of that match.
Right. They did the same with the Bray Wyatt and Undertaker.
Yeah.
Like there was this beautiful song that, like, it wasn't on any album, but it, Shaman's Harvest did the song, and it was just amazing promo vignette.
Well, was it? I mean, if you look at it like that, like, I mean, think about all the old vignettes they used to do, like leading up to the pay-per-views around that same time. It was all set to that friggin' Creed song, like My Sacrifice.
Yeah.
I hate Creed, but I would get emotional watching those videos because it was like, oh shit, like, yeah. It's licensed music can be super powerful. It's just I think you got to pick and choose when and where.
Yeah.
You know,
we're doing vignette. We're doing vignette music now.
I just pivoted.
Oh
yeah.
Well, no,
I think I started the pivot.
I was gonna throw out Cena versus Bray Wyatt at the I think it was WrestleMania 30 maybe, when they had the Eminem My Legacy song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one stuck with me.
I mean, my favorite like vignette promo is always going to be Michael's Undertaker 2 with the remake of the Kate Bush song Running Up That Hill. Like I just think that perfectly encapsulates that entire, you know, 2-year-long storyline that they had run through so many other storylines and just wove it perfectly.
Right.
So, music important to wrestling.
It's an easy way to get it. It's an easy way to draw out emotion. You know, it's very simple to attach a song to someone, and you just if you can encapsulate them, like you wouldn't, you know, if you saw like Rey Mysterio coming out to like a Big Show type song, it just comes off weird. You know, but if it's like an exciting song for an exciting wrestler, you just get excited. You know, you hear that booyaka, booyaka, and you're, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, like like you just hear that first little bit of the song, and then, I mean, like, you know, you hear a song come on shuffle or on the radio, if you guys still even listen to the radio, but yeah, and you're just like, oh, dang, I love the song, and you just turn it up. You get that plus, you know, a favorite wrestler coming out. You know, it's like, oh, and I love this song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if you can't, I was going to say, if you can't get licensed music, get Jim Johnston to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, good CFO.
It's like
CFOs are good too, but
It's like
I
a
don't
good
know what
movie
they got
trailer.
going on now.
You know what I mean? A wrestler in a movie trailer, the music makes them.
Oh yeah.
Because like a shitty song to a trailer can just really make me not want to see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one. What's everyone's least favorite theme song?
That's a great segue.
My
Like-
least favorite.
Like bad or least favorite?
I don't know. Column A, column B.
Because it's like, bad theme song. You've got like Mantar's theme, where it's like nobody can even recall it. It's that bad.
Wait a second. let's stop shitting all over Mantar, okay?
That's his theme.
Mantar's an institution.
Mantar is like yes, he's a goddamn institution, and we're gonna cover him on the WTF episode at some point.
Nice.
As far as a wrestling theme that I just hate, I mean, he might have been already off TV by this point. David Otunga's music, because WWE 13 just seemed to always want to play it.
I don't remember David Otunga's music.
All about
I don't
power.
either.
Wrestling music, like theme songs that I hate. Randy Orton's original generic rock song before he was given "Burnin' My Fire" sucks
Yeah.
horribly.
That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. That was pretty
And
rough. Cody?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one that I like outwardly just dislike. There's so many. There's ones out there that are just like they're so bad they're good. Like when William Regal had that "He's a Man" song. That
That was incredible.
dude, he's a man. Like that's just amazing song, and
no, that
There-
one's pretty good, but at the same time, when I watch it now, it's just like, how is this supposed to get him over?
yeah,
Because he's a man, Cameron.
I get what they were doing, but at the same
He's a
time,
man.
it's like
He's
He's
He's a
chopping
man,
trees.
but he's no Mantar.
The rampant Mantar hate needs to
You've already set the bar on Regal's entire run that he will never get as high as Mantar. He's only a man.
I don't know. Maybe it's cheap, but Isaac Yankum's song, just the drilling. Like first time I heard it, I thought I was just having a massive headache. Like I didn't even think anything was playing. Like I was just like, oh god, hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Something's happening to me.
Speaking of licensed music, he should have come out to the Steve Martin song from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes. It'll be a
dentist song.
dentist.
Yeah, it was all about like being a dick to people when you're a dentist. Like,
Yeah.
how
What
the
a-
fuck
what a
did they
word.
miss that?
And Vince wasn't going to pay Brett any money at that point, so I don't think he was going to throw Steve Martin music money
Yeah, he probably wasn't.
at the future fake Diesel.
He probably doesn't even know who Steve Martin is, to be perfectly honest. Vince McMahon. DX.
I know.
I hate the DX theme song.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate everything those guys have ever done because they just
Oh.
sound like if you ordered Rage Against the Machine from Wish. And I think the lead singer's an idiot, and I hate that stupid hat he wears. And he's got a really punchable face. Fuck everything about that song.
They
Sorry.
I think I was actually
now I
trying
know
to
how he
think.
feels when
Yeah.
I said that it was public domain music, and he was just like, ah. When he said "fuck DX" and there's, I'm like, ah.
I'd rather listen to Mantar's theme on repeat than DX's theme song.
Man, when they did the national anthem or like whatever they
Yeah,
want,
it was horrible.
Yeah, that like artsy like 90s dark poet version of the American anthem. By the dawn's early light. Oh my god. It was horrendous, man.
Oh man, that's like when you want, like, you wish, like, you know, someone would invent like the electric fence for human beings, and just
Yeah.
like, anytime that guy started to sing, you're just like zap. You're like, fuck you, stop it.
Yeah. It was just so funny on that show because everyone was like plugging their ears, like, who the fuck are these guys? Who let these? Is this someone's cousin? Like, who let these guys in?
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden DX comes out there and Triple H almost kills the guy because he's so small.
Right.
And he just throws him up on his shoulders and he almost ends up getting turned inside out in the process. He just, and then he's just up on this giant rhino of a man and he's just he starts singing the DX theme and then everyone's like, oh, okay. All right, I get it. Well, you all can leave now, but I know why you're here.
Oh, that's who that is. They're like, it's Whack De La Roca. I get it.
Are we still doing? We're still doing bad theme music.
Yes.
Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino.
Domino.
I don't remember their theme either.
It was a generic 50s diner loading music of Call of Duty Zombies right before.
Oh, no! Oh, come on. That shit slapped. It was better than DX's theme.
I will. I'll say one that it made me not be able to take Mark Henry seriously for a while. But his theme, like once no, actually his badass theme, like somebody's going to get the wig split. It was so ridiculous that we used to just sit anytime they'd come to town, we would just make up our own lyrics and be like, beat him up, take his shoes, take his shoes.
The beat him up, break his neck part I like, but the rest of it is just like,
yeah, somebody gonna get the wig split.
and then after Mark Henry cuts his hair, so that's Dread Henry. I just ignore that.
Dread Henry is great.
Dread Henry.
That's Dread Hall of Pain Henry, so I just ignore that one. Oddities.
Same in suit Henry.
Oddities. What did they come out to ICP?
The Oddities.
They just came out to bells and whistles and
and then after ICP joins them, then they got ICP lyrics to that circus music.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just an ICP song.
That was definitely. Right. I think that qualifies as bad theme music, though.
Oh yeah.
Underrated themes. Let's close with this one because otherwise we're just going to talk about music for the next 3 hours and people are just going to shut this off. All right, underrated. What's your number one underrated? I'm going to go first. Fabulous Rougeau Brothers, All American Boys. Wait. Completely underrated.
I like it. I'm going to have to go with Ricky Starks. Just because I think Ricky Starks' theme has every single element that you want for a theme. It starts out with the big dun, 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 and it gives them time to hit the pose, and then when it finally gets into just the main verse, I guess the main rhythm guitar it just gets down to that bum 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 da 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 da, and it's very much like here he comes. He's walking to the ring at this part.
Yep.
You can see every step that he's about to take just in his theme, and then by the time he's up there, he's throwing up the hands just in time for the crowd to do it with him, and I just think it's perfect for him, and I think he. For lack of better words, the choreography or the dance that he does with every hit, I don't even know what to call it. He hits all his spots with it, and it's just perfect.
The choreography of the dance is really
I guess, yeah. I don't know how else to put it. I guess this is a dance move now.
Oh. All right, what do you guys go? You're adults, figure it out.
Cam, you want to go?
Underrated.
Underrated? I mean, maybe Sami Zayn's music? Because underrated means it's better than people give it credit for, right?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty catchy, good song or whatever. That it's not going to appear in any list of the all-time greatest theme music ever. But when he first had it and he kind of come out and do that kind of walk dance.
Mm-hmm.
So it stuck with me, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
That plus I didn't know that we were going to do underrated. I was here for best and maybe worst. So,
but nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
No,
middle ground for Cam.
that wasn't part of the deal.
That's not in his contract.
Jedi or Sith for Cam. That's it.
That's it. All right.
I like bread, no sandwich meat. Nothing in the middle.
All right,
Right,
let's
Richard,
get
hit
Tall
us.
Rick song, because then there's one more song I want to bring up.
What? Well, you still got the mic. Bring it up now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead
No.
before I do my underrated. Go ahead.
No Chance in Hell.
Oh, yeah.
Not to bring up for like underrated, but just a song that we didn't talk about. And
Yeah.
I'm trying, like, now that I always wonder, why is that his music and like the video where it's just like Titan Tower with his head on the top half of the screen.
Yeah.
And then it switches to Shane, and it was just, I love the song, and the whole thing is perfect, but at the same time it makes no sense. And I guess maybe because I wasn't there in real time.
It made sense at the time.
Right, like
Yeah.
it's like okay, it's Titan Tower at the bottom half of the screen, Vince's face at the top, then it switches to like I get it's the corporation, like I get why it is, but at the same time, it never changed one, and it was just like, like he's well now it's not because they don't do jumbotrons anymore, but like he was still coming out to that till the very end, the same Tron, same graphics, same everything. The song itself is wonderful, but. And then, of course, it was because of the Stone Cold, you've got no chance in hell to win or whatever. So I get why it happened. But as far as the whole gumbo that makes his whole entrance package is just like, people ate this back then?
Yeah.
Well, that's the song. They had a pay-per-view called No Chance in Hell, and
Right.
it was because of that. Yeah, and
was that one of those in your houses or what?
I think so.
It was the third or fourth one after Austin won the belt, and it was the main event was a three-way: Undertaker, Kane, and Austin. And Kane couldn't pin Undertaker. Right. Undertaker couldn't pin Kane, so he had no chance in hell of walking out with the belt.
Yeah, and they came out with that song, and I guess Vince was like, "Oh, that's good shit, pal. I'm gonna keep it."
It is, and it is good shit that he kept until now, and it's all great, wonderful. But I just never understood his Jumbotron video. All right, Tall Rick, underrated music, so we can go home.
Oh, right. So a song I didn't even realize that I liked until last night after Money in the Bank when they did an AJ Styles 5-minute long promo, and I realized that he hasn't changed his theme music since he came into the WWE. He's been a face, he's been a heel, he's been not around at all. Same song, and it's still really good. It just falls into like the middle of the pack all the time. I think that song's totally underrated.
I'm a big fan of that song too.
That wasn't supposed to be his song,
right?
Really?
Like they were gonna give it to. There was some guy in NXT. I don't remember his name, but that song was written for someone else who had like a more big trucker country kind of theme. But then they gave it to AJ because that guy got released or whatever. But since AJ's from Georgia, so it works because it's just like ain't nobody breaking this redneck. And it's like AJ's not really a redneck, but he's from Georgia, so we ignore it.
He's not a redneck in character, but
they don't want none. Yeah,
right. Huh?
I think it was for James Storm.
I don't remember who it was for, but I remember.
Look this up.
Reading the
I'm
article.
talking to the secretary and interns who don't
exist.
we got another person. We gotta look at this. Correct this.
It was for James Storm.
Nice.
Oh, look.
All right. Well,
all right.
That's us talking about music.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Check us out on the next video.
I got one more underrated theme song.
What the shit? I was just doing the outro. All right, go ahead.
He's got something to say.
This is important.
You have to do the outro,
the Jam Up Guys theme song.
It's underrated.
It is underrated. It's a good song.
All right, now we can go. Yeah, see, doesn't that warm your heart? I have to do what?
You gotta do the outro.
The outro. Like, subscribe, watch us more, tell your friends.
That's Cameron just barking orders at you. Right? Goodbye.
Never ask me to do this again.
That was a Russo shoot promo right there.
Yeah. That was a swerve, bro. What the shit? Thanks for joining us, everyone. We really appreciate your support. If it's your first time on the channel, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, threaten them if you have to. Really doesn't make any difference to us. Yeah, just we'll be talking about wrestling and all things wrestling, and yeah.
I love to
Well,
hear
see,
your
I
favorite
felt bad,
theme.
but now I like mine better.
All right, Cody, come on, save us here with the outro.
Okay.
This is the
Why
worst
are we
outro
doing-
we've ever done.
Well, this is four talking heads talking about our favorite entrance music. What are you guys' favorites? What songs do you hate? Were there any songs that you just would completely disagree with us on? Like maybe you don't like the AJ Styles theme at all. Maybe you love Mark Henry's theme. I want to hear about it. If there's some that we didn't talk about. Like now we only talked about like the big companies, of course, but hey, if there's one you think we're sleeping on, I'd love to hear more about your favorites. So let's talk about it. Only on here. All you have to do is subscribe.
Oh.
Well, you don't have to subscribe to leave a comment, but leave a comment. If you like it, if you don't like it, let us know. And if you want to drop an elbow drop on that subscribe button, you go right ahead.
Yep.
For
Sweet
Rick,
chin
Tall
music,
Rick,
that
Cody,
like
and
thing.
Cameron, this has been the Jam Up Guys. Good night, everybody.
Worst outro ever, boys.
Feel power, feel the power of love. Feel the power of love. Feel the power of love.